Hi there, this is Chris, chapping the cat from Motolegends, here today to talk to you about a leather jacket from our French friends at Helstons. The jacket is called the Cruiser jacket. So this is the Cruiser jacket from French brand Helstons. Now, we've been bringing Helstons into the UK for a number of years. This, I've got to say, is one of our favourite jackets, and I'm going to go on and explain why. It is a similar jacket, looks-wise, to many other jackets in the range. There is a recognisable Helstons silhouette. They're all, or nearly all of their jackets are cafe racer in terms of their look, and the difference between them tends to be the leathers, the treatments, and some of the detailing, the styling in terms of pockets and padding and so on. This jacket is a wee bit different in that it uses a lighter leather than most jackets. A lot of their jackets are 1.1, 1.2 millimeter in thickness. This is a demonstrably lighter leather. It's a 0.9 to 1 millimeter leather. It makes this a much easier jacket to wear. It has a lovely treatment to the leather. That's Helstons' things. That's their thing, rather. They bring their jackets over. They're made, I think, in North Africa. They bring them over and then they treat them with their secret blend of waxes and oils to soften them up. And this is, and it always has been, a beautifully soft leather. It is probably the nicest of all Helstons jackets to wear. Now, the other thing that makes this more of a summer weight jacket over most Helstons jackets is that most Helstons jackets have a waterproof membrane. They have a waterproof membrane, not because of the rain, because a waterproof membrane in a leather jacket doesn't serve a lot of purpose. They have a waterproof membrane because it's also a windproof membrane, and it means that you can wear a Helstons jacket deep into the winter, and that's important in their domestic market because in France, especially in the south of France, you could end up wearing a leather jacket almost all the way through the winter. So most of their jackets have a waterproof membrane, which serves them well, but it means that their jackets are not quite as nice to wear in the summer. This is the exception. It's a lighter leather and it has no waterproof membrane. So this is one of the few Helstons jackets that's really nice to wear in the summer. Anyway, let's move on from there. Let's look at some of the detailing. A single popper adjustment on the neck, not adjustable. It just means that you can close it up to prevent a draft. You've got padding here on the shoulders and also on the elbows. That's largely decorative. Does it have an effect in terms of protection when you're going down the road? Yes, marginal, because it's another layer of leather, but I would suggest that it's there largely for aesthetic purposes, not for added protection. You've got, throughout this jacket, you've got accordion stretch panels. They're here behind the shoulder, and what that means is that when you do this with the jacket, you bring your arms around, it just makes it a little bit more comfortable. So always nice to see that on a jacket, because when you've got a leather, normally when you're doing this, you're just pulling against the leather. So to have these inserts, that just makes the jacket a wee bit more comfortable. Graham is going to come and do a close-up shot later, but around the back of the jacket, we also have a horizontal accordion stretch panel. And what that's about, it's for when you're on a cafe racer, when you lean forward on the bike, it just allows the jackets to expand. It means that it's not going to pull it. It's not going to mean that as you're leant forward, the jacket's going to come above the belt line. So again, that's a nice little detailed feature. In terms of pockets, we have 4 pockets on the outside, YKK zips. We love YKK zips. It tells us that a manufacturer is serious about longevity and the quality of manufacture. Some of the cheaper manufacturers will use a cheaper zip because they just want to get past the warranty period, but when you use a YKK zip, that's not the agenda. On the inside, we have 2 pockets here, zip pockets, wallet pockets. The lining looks like a cotton, but it's actually a cotton woven with something a little bit more abrasion resistant, because Helstons tell us that that's also an abrasion resistant lining, adds to the strength of the jacket. Adjuster wise, we've got a buckle and loop system here on the side of the jacket so we can tighten it or loosen it. On the sleeves, we've got a 2 popper arrangement and a zip with a gusset. That means you can get a glove inside, pull the zip down, do the poppers, tighten the glove in place. In terms of protection, like all Helstons jackets, it comes with CE armour as standard, shoulders, elbows and back. That doesn't happen with a lot of brands, but it's just the French thing. It's certainly Helstons' thing. Now, at present, we are looking at a lot of leather jackets and asking whether we can make them more comfortable and nicer by upgrading the armour to, say, a D3O armour, particularly with the advent of D3O's new super thin, beer mat thin Ghost armour. But with this jacket, with the armour that Helstons using, I don't think that's a consideration. This is their back protector. It's not D3O, obviously, but it performs like it. It's super soft, and as it warms up in the jacket, it's going to get softer still. It's very comfortable. It meets the CE standard. So certainly with Helstons, it's nice to know that the back protector comes as standard, but there is no case for upgrading the armour. And that really is the Cruiser jacket. I think it's the nicest jacket in the range in terms of the softness and suppleness of the leather and in terms of its wearability in the summer. It does have a thermal lining, and I'm going to talk you through that because it has a bearing on the way we size the jacket. Now, in this particular jacket, it's a gilet. Some come with sleeves, but this one has a gilet. But we like, when somebody comes into the shop to buy a Helstons jacket, what we do, we get them to try it on without the liner, because I know, or we know, that this leather is going to give. So if you try this jacket on with the liner on, do it up and it feels okay, you may think, job done. But what we know is that in a year's time, 6 months' time, the leather is going to give. And then on the day when you want to take the thermal liner out because it's a nice day, you've got a jacket that's become too baggy. And I think that could be a particular problem with the Cruiser because it's a lighter leather. So what we do when somebody comes into the shop, we get them to try it on. We want it to be a nice, snug, almost tight fit without the liner. And what we know then is in 6 months' time, you'll be able to get the liner in. But you'll have a jacket that's not so huge that it's going to be baggy, unattractive, and become a jacket that you won't want to wear anymore. So that's it. That's the Cruiser. It's priced at £439. It comes also in black. It's, I think, the nicest jacket in the Helstons range in terms of wearability in the summer. So if you'd like to see more Helstons jackets, visit the website motolegends.com. If you want to learn more about this particular jacket, then if you click on one of the links on the screen, sometimes they're up there, sometimes they're down there, that will take you directly to the relevant page on our website. There you can check out the spec in a bit more detail. You can check out on availability, and of course, if you really like the jacket, you can buy one there and then. Now, when you buy from us, we try to make the process as simple, straightforward and risk-free as we possibly can. There's no delivery charge on anything you buy from us. Returns are free, and what's more, we give you a full 12 months in which to decide whether you do want to return something to us. We have the best price guarantee in the business. John Lewis is rightly famed for its never knowingly undersold price promise. We go one stage better. If you find anyone selling anything we sell at a price that is lower than ours, we will beat that competitor's price by a full 10%. If the retailer is in the EU and not in the UK, we will match their landed price. Now, there are a few terms and conditions, nothing particularly onerous, but if you are going to price beat us, I suggest you visit the website and check out what those terms and conditions are. In the future, if you'd like to receive bulletins from us about new products, then if you go to the website, at the top of every page, there's a piece of script that says newsletter sign up. Click on there, within seconds you'll be in business. In future, you'll receive bulletins from us. If, however, you would prefer to get your information in this form, that is to say videographically, we would be simply delighted if you want to become a subscriber to our YouTube channel. And you can do that by clicking on the button below. Now, this is 2020, and during this year, we are running a promotion. We're going to draw the prize just before Christmas this year, but we are giving away what we are calling a Steve McQueen tribute bike. It's based on a Mutz 125cc machine. It's a little beauty. It's a cute little machine. You can read all about it on the front page of our website or on the home page of our YouTube channel. But of course, you have to become a subscriber to be in with a chance. Finally, I'd like to finish with a little play for our shop here at Motolegends. We are based about a mile from the centre of town, a mile from the railway station. The shop itself is small, the footprint is not huge, but it's attached to our warehouse where we have more than £2 million worth of merchandise ranged over 3 floors. Technically, that makes us the second largest motorcycle apparel shop in the UK. But we think that we are far more than just the quantity of merchandise we have in the building. We are all about service, we are all about personal fitting. If you want to check us out, visit Trustpilot. We have the highest, best 5-star ranking in the business. When you come and see us, we'll sit down, we'll have a chat, we'll serve you only the finest Italian illy coffee, or we'll serve you proper Yorkshire tea in a proper teapot. And who knows, if you're lucky, you might even get to taste one of Sean's mum's delicious motorcycle-shaped shortbread biscuits. Anyway, this has been Chris. I hope to talk to you again soon.